both distributing and combining like terms. The thing that you need to remember is number one, distribute. Number two, then combine like terms. So this is practice with what we've been working on. Again, we'll run through the odds together. You are responsible for the evens. If as we work, you can work through the evens, more power to you, okay? But the odds, remember, distribute first. So this is 9 plus 54R. Bring down the rest.
I thought we were doing odds.
We are. And then combine like terms. 54 plus 8 is 62R. There is my final answer. Again, we'll run through the odds together. You are responsible for the evens. A problem that arises when you do some of these is that you'll see, like in problem number 3, that 5 plus 4. And a lot of times we feel like 5 plus 4, that looks easy. I can just add that together, but you can't. You have to distribute first. Very important. The 5 gets brought down. 4 times 8, 32n, minus 4 times 3, 12. And then combine like terms. It's hard to tell sometimes what sign you use. Is that 5 plus 12 or is that 5 minus 12? Take the sign in front of the number. So this is 5 minus 12. There is no judgment at all in this room. If adding and subtracting positive and negative numbers is not your gig, you have a calculator. You can use it. You can just plug in. You can always use that. I'm never going to judge you for using it, so please take advantage of that tool. Now we're going to spice it up a little bit. Now I have 2 distributes. So I'm going to distribute twice, 2 multiplication. The negative 2 times the 10, the negative 2 times the 8x, and then the 8 times the x, and the 8 times the 10. It's going to make a bigger, more complicated problem. That's negative 20 minus 16x. Is everybody okay with that minus? The negative 2 times the positive 8 becomes a negative number. Then plus 8x plus 80. Can somebody tell me what goes together?
16x and 8x.
Yep. The negative 16x and the 8. And then I heard somebody say and the negative 20 and the 80. So what's negative 16x plus 8? Negative 8x. What's negative 20 plus 80?
60.
60. Is it positive or negative 60?
Positive.
Because it's positive, I'll put a plus in there. Also remember that there are going to be times when you do multiple choice. A lot of times you know I give you multiple choice. It could be written as 60 minus 8x as well. One is not better than the other. I don't have a preference, but know that it could be mixed around the other way. So if you get them flip-flopped on your answer, you see this as one of the choices, you know that that's the one. It could be either or. Yep. Okay, so we have another distribute, double distribute. Don't forget that minus there. So the 8 goes to the first one. The negative 9 goes to the second one. 8x minus 48 minus 72x minus 45. That minus 9, that negative 9 acts like, or that minus 9 acts like a negative 9, and it will distribute through that. Now what goes together?
8x, 2x, and 48, and 45.
And negative 48 and negative 45.
Okay.
Okay, so 8 minus 72. 8 minus 72. Negative 64. Great. Okay. Here's a tough one, and this is where I see people struggle a lot. Negative 48 minus 45. A lot of times we think when you multiply, or when you're combining 2 negatives, it's going to become positive, but that only works for multiplication. So Sophia, you think you have it?
Negative 93.
Beautiful job. So minus 93. Because they're both minus, you end up kind of adding the negatives together. When you're subtracting negatives, when it's a negative 48 and a negative 45, you're going to combine those. You're taking away, you're taking away. So my final answer would be negative 64x minus 93 or negative 93 minus 64x. Either answer is acceptable. Okay, up next, another double distribute. This one has both negatives on there. Negative 10m plus 40 minus 9m plus 54.
How is it plus?
Because the negative sign is.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
The fact that that's a minus and that's a minus will make that a plus. That's when multiplying. Remember, that's, if you're adding, that's a different story, but that's when multiplying, so you have to remember what you're doing. So this is negative 10m minus 9m, and then positive 40 plus 54. So what's negative 10m minus 9m?
Negative 19.
Beautiful.
90.
Yep. And 40 plus 54?
90.
Because it's positive, we make it a plus. All right, few more of the odds to do. Yep, just want extra practice. And then again, you guys are responsible for the evens. So here we go, let's distribute this through. Negative 7 goes times 2v and 10. 9 times v and 1.
Negative 14.
Beautiful, yep.
Negative
It is negative 70, yep, nice job. And then we can combine our v's and our regular numbers. So negative 14v plus 9v, what do I get?
Negative 5.
Nice job. Negative 5v minus 70 plus 9.
61.
And it's negative, so minus 61. Yeah. Okay. Moving right along. Distribute first. Negative 4k minus 8 plus 40 plus 100k. Negative 4k minus 8 plus 40 plus 100k. Remember that negative 10 changes the sign when it multiplies through. Combine what goes together. Only the k's can be combined. The non-k's can be combined.
Oh, they can say, only the A's can find.
Yeah, no, and the non-k, yeah. 96k plus,
It was
what's the next part? Plus?
48.
No.
32.
32, yeah. Because that's a minus 8, a negative 8.
Yeah, since
So-
minus.
so-
Yeah, minus 40.
Plus 40. Because it's minus, minus.
Oh,
Good? Okay.
no.
No. You gonna change? Change that?
I was enjoying.
We've got 3 left together, and then the rest is whatever you can finish of the evens on your own before you leave. So here's our 3 left together. Negative 10. So 100x minus 60 minus 2 minus 2x. Watch your signs. Distribute your negatives. Combine your like terms.
Oh, yeah.
Did I read that?
What did you get?
Got it. 98X
98x minus 62. Beautiful job. Excellent. Excellent work. We're down to 2 more together. What's this? What the heck?
So, wait a minute, that's a -1.
It is a -1. Yep, so you're going to distribute a -1 through.
No, it's negative.
So that's negative a plus 10 minus 16a plus 48. And remember, this is -1a. So when we combine our like terms, what's -1 minus 16? Careful.
Number. It's not 17.
Careful. Negative 17a. Plus 58. Down to our very last one that we're doing together. And then, like I said, you guys are on your own. I'm going to distribute the 5. I'm going to distribute the 4.
I didn't need to pay attention. I understood that. I wasn't talking to you, Tyler. You're not smart. You failed me last week. Well, you know, I gave you the wrong answers on purpose. You have the same answers as me. I saw you.
You gave me an 8 yesterday.
I totally needed the grade. Even though I gave it out.
All right. So, remember our first chapter is all review. I know